What's good, YouTube? It's your host, Axel Rose, the Shogun with the slogan, and you are now watching MVP Magazine. Now, we're just going to take a swift break from the Final Fantasy 15 coverage just to let you know that the recent rumors and speculation of Marvel vs. Capcom could actually have some credence to them. Now, it's still rumors and speculation at the moment, so just in case some things don't turn out to be real, don't get your hopes up too high, basically. We've already had people like Maximilian and Event Hubs blatantly come out and just discard everything that we've heard so far to be true, you know what I'm saying? So we've blatantly had Maximilian come out and say the rumors are fake, and we've also had Event Hubs, a much more credible source in the fighting game community, just say, hey, Marvel vs. Capcom 4 is fake. But from left field comes Polygon saying they actually have sources close to Capcom saying that this game could actually be in development and scheduled for next year. So, things to actually consider about the initial poster and this whole game. Like, the only console that was actually, the only platform that was on the poster was the PlayStation 4. Now, being that this game is being debuted at the PlayStation Experience, you'd expect that to be, the case. But since Sony has been doing the rounds as far as fighting games go, if they've managed to secure this as at least a console exclusive, this will be a huge blow to the Xbox brand. There's just no way around that. We know. And because of the way Sony have been going on with locking up the fighting games with exclusives, with games like Street Fighter and King of Fighters as exclusives, and those two are big games. King of Fighters may not be the Call of Duty AAA title that some other games may be, but in the fighting game community, that game is well loved and revered. So, but then again, they also managed to get Guilty Gear as well as an exclusive. That's another big game, So, but they did manage to let Tekken slip. Mortal Kombat, you can't really lock that up as an exclusive, but then again, we thought you wouldn't be able to lock Street Fighter up as an exclusive. That hasn't been done since the days of the Super Nintendo. This is getting really exciting, people. But anyway, obviously, character speculations are gonna abound. Like, the only characters worth speculating about is who's gonna be on the Capcom side, because it's pretty easy to tell if this game is real. If this game is gonna be real, we all know who's gonna be coming from the Marvel side. Anyone that's been in a movie over the past 5 years, and anyone who's got a movie coming up, like, remember with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they had the cast of Guardians vs. the Galaxy and Doctor Strange, and we've seen they've both had successful movies coming out, so they're probably looking to repeat the formula. So expect to see people like Ant-Man, expect to see people like Black Panther, if no racism abounds. But yeah, expect to see anyone that we've seen in a movie, and definitely expect to see that new Spider-Man from the Homecoming movie. Sony definitely want to promote that big time. So if they've managed to lock this up and one thing that is interesting, which I definitely like to say, is that as far as the rights go, as far as Spider-Man and that side of the property, Sony own all the rights as far as toys and video games. Marvel owns all the cinematic and movie rights. That's the terms of their new deal, by the way. So this could just be, so it's very possible Sony could have locked this up as an exclusive, as a way to get more out of their toy/games end of the bargain. This is really interesting. It's really interesting to see where this is gonna go. So yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom could be real. If it is, I'm gonna be whooping that ass. You know I'm gonna be whooping that ass. I'm gonna be teaching you combos and everything. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned here. And Ricky, you have some explaining to do. All right.